Vice President Kashim Shettima has declared that women will be at the forefront of Africa's projected $29 trillion economic transformation. He expressed strong conviction that gender inclusion is not merely a rhetorical commitment but a cornerstone of Nigeria's national development agenda. Senator Shettima stated this on Thursday in Abuja when he declared open the 2025 Gender Inclusion Conference and launched Project She is included to bridge gender gaps in finance and broader economy. Correspondent in Abuja, Ken Abuji, sent in this report.
The conference, with the theme Breaking Barriers, Building Resilience for Sustainable Women's Economic and Financial Inclusion, is in a move to advance gender equality and women's economic empowerment. It builds on the 2024 ASO Accord for Economic and Financial Inclusion and discusses Nigeria's commitment to achieving Sustainable Development Goal 5, gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls. According to VP Shettima, Project She is included is built on 4 key pillars of education and financial literacy, maternal health care, gender-sensitive policies and programs, and expanded economic opportunities for women. The Vice President announced that the initiative will reach all 774 local government areas across Nigeria to ensure that no woman is left behind. He explained that the project is not just about meeting quotas, it is about unlocking the full potentials of the people to drive the broader economic goals of President Bola Tinubu's administration. The Vice President noted that the initiative will be spearheaded by Presidential Committee on Economic and Financial Inclusion in partnership with Ministry of Women Affairs, just as a technical advisor to the President on Economic and Financial Inclusion, Dr. Nuruddin Zauro, said the conference presents a formidable platform for transformation, alignment of goals, sharing of insights. Dr. Nuruddin Zauro said the conference presents a formidable platform for transformation, alignment of goals, sharing of insight, and designing of actionable plans that will break barriers and build resilience that will lead to financial inclusion across the country.
It is a reaffirmation of the journey we embark upon with the launch of the ASO Accord for Economic and Financial Inclusion in April 2024, right here in this chamber. This is a bold statement that we understand the magnitude of our responsibility, not just to Nigeria, but to the entire African continent. 1 out of every 4 black people is a Nigerian. And by the end of the century, Nigeria will be the most populous nation on earth. And by 2050, will surpass the United States as the 3rd most populous nation on earth. Numbers count. Half of our population are women. And wherever Nigeria goes, that's where Africa goes.
It gladdens my heart actually to see eminent personalities such as Dee, in the room, and it ensures that you have a buy-in, and of course we have the buy-in of people across all segments of our society in Nigeria. It then means that they are indeed supporting what we are doing in order to add value and, of course, to support our women and, by implication, to support our entire country.
In her remarks, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, said the conference was an important milestone in the collective effort to outline ways to breaking barriers to empower women and promoting inclusion. She said gender inclusion was a key enabler to sustainable development and central to addressing poverty and fostering economic growth, noting that it should translate into financial independence, wealth creation, and leadership development for women across different sectors. The CJN assured that the judiciary will work in partnership with stakeholders to ensure that the rights of women to access economic resources and ownership of property, among others, are protected and not subjected to the dictates of individuals or obsolete cultural practices and stereotypes.
By leveraging policy interventions, institutional reforms, and strategic collaborations, this initiative aims to provide Nigerian women with access to critical resources, ensuring that no woman is left behind. The judiciary, as a guardian of justice and fairness, must also align with this vision by reinforcing the legal frameworks that support women's economic empowerment.
Governors at the event said the goal of the conference aligned with the agenda of state government on gender and economic inclusion, targeting women and vulnerable groups through state's policy on women empowerment.
And the lead institution responsible for gender policy implementation in Nigeria, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, has the responsibility of shaping, implementing, and driving policies and programs to secure women's economic empowerment and protection, and protect their rights of children, families, and the vulnerable group. This is not just a passive role, it's an active and strategic and result-driven mission that requires sustained collaboration with government institutions, the private sector, partners, and development partners.
Kaduna State Social Protection Policy, Kaduna State Child Welfare and Protection Law, and Kaduna State Disability Law 2023. The Kaduna State Women Economic Policy Empowerment is not just a document. It is a commitment to invest in the potentials of women and youth by providing them with the necessary resources, skills, and opportunities to succeed.
They are more dedicated, they are more patient to wait and vote. And when they promise you they will vote you, they will surely vote you. So I think empowering this segment of the society is really timely. And therefore the organizers of this conference, I want to commend them for taking this bold step, because it's a step that is in the right direction.
All speakers at the launch agreed that inclusion is not a charity, but an economic imperative, noting that empowering women is akin to driving economic growth, as they described women as economic drivers.